What's up, everyone? It's Monday, and I don't know about you guys, but Monday is my favorite day of the week, because that means another MTG Mondays. This past week's been pretty eventful for Magic and all that. There was the DC Grand Prix, Wizards announced the M11 booster pack, what the art and stuff was on it, and there was a bunch of stuff that I can't cover that much. But yeah, so it was a pretty eventful week for Magic for everybody. First, let's talk about the Grand Prix. I personally watched it myself. It was pretty eventful, actually. I was pretty happy to see all the new decks, all the old decks with new twists, and all the older ones, all the Jund regular. It was pretty interesting, I think, and I don't know, I liked it a lot. The top 8 was pretty well diverse. I mean, there wasn't Jund, and then a couple others. It was, 3 Jund, I think, a couple blue-white controls, and just some other good stuff. And I mean, it was pretty amazing. The guy that won, Brad Nelson, he won with blue-white control. It was basically the blue-white control tap-out, regular, Martial Coup, Mind Spring, Baneslayer, all that good stuff, And, I mean, that's a really good deck, and it just depends on how you play it and who you play against, and it's, I had to play against it a couple tournaments ago, when I went to, and for the qualifier to go down to San Juan for the Open Series or whatever it's called. I had to play against that, and I got rocked. I mean, it's just, you can't do anything, and anyways. The other guys from the top 8 were Brett Blackman. He was playing the Mythic Conscription build. I like that one a lot. I'm trying to get one going. I'm not going to make it very much. I know I said I wasn't going to make the SuperFriends.dec either, but, a couple Planeswalkers fell in my lap. I started building it, and I said, why not? So, and then Josh Wagner, he played a Jund with 1 Sarkhan and a Thornling main deck, actually. I thought that was kind of different for Jund to see a Thornling main deck. It was pretty interesting, I thought. Michael Stanfar, he played blue-white-red Super Friends with Seagate Oracles in it as well. I like Seagate Oracle. It's a sleight of mind kind of deal. It's pretty nice. It's a 1/3 body. I played it in Eldrazi Limited, and I loved it. So, I don't know. I might make that change to my Super Friends deck yet. I'm not sure. Owen Turtenwald with Jund, and he had 2 Sarkhans. That was the only real difference. And he played, I think, 2 Broodmates or something. Carlos Ramau, I don't want to say that wrong. He played standard Super Friends, like my deck, except I think he had 1 more Day of Judgment. Kyle Bogamis, he played blue-white control tap-out, the basic build. Brad Carpenter played Jund. Brad Carpenter played the most interesting deck I've seen so far with the new cards. He played Jund with Hell's Thunders, Lotus Cobras, 3 Sarkhans, 4 Vengevines. And the way he had it set up is that Bloodbraid Elf was either going to bring a Vengevine back, or a couple, or hit a Maelstrom Pulse. And I thought that was amazing. I loved it. I thought it was going to go way further than just the top 8. He only played in the very first part of the top 8, and then he got beat by, I don't know. I think he got beat by another Jund. But, I mean, that was my favorite deck of the tournament that I saw. Was that Jund. Just because of how it could go off, get all those Vengevines going. Anyways. So that was pretty much it for the Grand Prix DC. I really wish I could have got down there, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to go to the one in Oregon, the one in Portland. I've got to do some research still and see exactly when it is and all that good junk, but I want to go. If you guys are going to go to anywhere, if there's anybody out there going to Grand Prix Oregon, let me know. Portland, let me know. Maybe I'll see you there. I don't know. Another thing that happened this week was the announcement of the artwork for M11 for the booster packs. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty excited about that whenever that comes out. It's kind of like a pre-spoiler to the spoilers. But, no, I was looking at them, and they look pretty cool. I mean, they have one for every color, of course, and, for white, they have this big holy-looking guy with a sword, and he's all white and shiny, and, I'm kind of curious what that's going to be. And then, for blue, they had a merfolk with a hell of a hairstylist. His hair is like that. Black, they had a really creepy vampire/skeleton looking thing. I don't know. He was just pretty creepy looking. Sorry, my back is killing me. For red, they had a dragon, of course. He was like over a pile of rocks and stuff. And beast just had a big roaring beastie for it, or greens, sorry. Had a big roaring beastie for it. I hope to find out what comes out in M11 pretty soon. I'm excited for it. I want to see something that'll live up to Baneslayer's power. I want to see something different, just not Baneslayers all the time. I think it'll be a pretty good set, actually. But yeah, Magic for me, though, in the past couple weeks, have been pretty slow. I have to travel to go work now I'm working on houses and stuff. And so I travel. It's 9 hours away from where I live. It's stay down there for 10 days. Work all 10 days. Crappy internet. I can't upload crap. I tried. I tried to get a video out last Monday. It didn't happen. I tried every day for multiple times. Anyways, so I go down there for about 10 days. Come back up for about 4 days, get 4 days off or so. So that's been really slow. But if you guys didn't see, I've been working on that SuperFriends deck. I did a deck tech or overview of it, excuse me. And I'm missing 6 cards, I believe, 7. Hoping to get them pretty soon. Pretty sure I'm getting a Marshall Coup. Hopefully I'll get some more Gideons. Yeah, I mean, it's so fun. I play tested it with the proxies with a couple friends down at the local shop, and like I said in the other video, I played against the Turbo Fog Jace Raider deck. It was really fun. I really like it, and I did an overview, but I'll just go really quick and explain what some of the cards do for the deck. And I'll start off with like this card. Like Celestial Colonnade is kind of an alternate win, I guess. Or one of the ways to win. It's a 4/4 flying body with vigilance, which is really nice. And paired up with Elspeth, he becomes bigger. And he also stays out of the way of Martial Coup and Day of Judgment and all that fun stuff. And Jace, gotta have Jace. He's the meat and bones kind of the Super Friends, I guess. Somebody said he was the Batman of the Super Friends. I read this thing. It was Gideon was Superman. Johnny Vengeant was, can't remember. Jace was Batman, and Elspeth was better than Wonder Woman. So I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, Jace is just incredible. He stops guys. He sets up your draw. He screws up their draw. And if you do it, if you do his ability more, he turns into your win condition. Martial Coup clears the board, gives you dudes. There's not much to say about that. Path to Exile, you got your removal, which is pretty good. Divination, great draw spell for 3. Everybody loved Council of Swords on me. I'm running out of time here, so I'm going to go fast. Elspeth makes dudes bigger to fly, stuff like that. Johnny Vengeant, always been one of my favorite planeswalkers. I mean, I've always talked highly of him. He taps stuff down, love it. Gideon, gotta love the Gideon. He's great control. Wall of Omens, best draw creature ever. Wall of Blossoms back in the day was just incredible, so, I started playing around then. I loved it. Day of Judgment, same thing as Martial Coup, sweeps the board and whatnot. Spreading Sea, screws over Jund, screws over Naya, everybody, and gives you a card to boot. That's pretty much the deck, so, tell me what you think. If you think I'm wrong about a couple cards, tell me if you're going to be at Portland, Grand Prix Portland. I'll be there. And what do you hope to see in M11 is my question of this time. If you made it to the end of the video, which we're at, what do you hope to see in M11? FNM Pro Player, I believe his name is, FNM Player 09, asked me this question in my last video, and I answered, and he answered me. So that's what I want to know. If you guys watching this, let me know down below. Thanks for watching.